Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So today, as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to talk about the most hated makeup that I have hated throughout 2018. I have a lot of products to talk about because I've tried out a lot of things and I am a little bit picky when it comes to my makeup, and some of the stuff you already know that I hate, and I'm not going to take this in any specific I'm not going to take this in any specific order. Did you hear that? I do want to give a little bit of a disclaimer that we are on a cracked schedule here at my house. We have a lot of stuff to do before Christmas. I am filming this before Christmas, and my boyfriend is now, as a man should do, cleaning the bathroom. That room, our bathroom, is right behind me, so I can hear everything, and I hope my microphone doesn't pick all of this up, but if you hear something, that is it. But I'm not gonna take these products that I'm talking about today in any specific order. I'm just kind of gonna mention them. Yeah, I'm just gonna mention them. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about them. I'm going to just pick the ones that are convenient for me, and then I'm gonna talk about them. Some of the products you already know that I don't like, but I'm gonna include them because this is the worst of 2018. I did film this look. I did a throwback video using the Subculture palette. You guys wanted me to use this. I did have a little poll in one of my videos where you could vote on which palette you wanted me to use. So if you do want to vote on which palette I should use next, you can go to that video where I did this look to check it out. I'll link that, of course, up here. Anyway, that is not the point of today. This is not the worst product I've ever tried. This is actually one of my all-time favorite palettes. But we're just gonna hop into the video right now. So I'm gonna talk about this little bad boy. This is from Essence, and this is their Kisses from Italy something balm. I think that this is supposed to be a highlighting balm. It does, even when I look at it, contain some glitter specks in it, but when I swatch this, you will not be able to see it. It doesn't have any tint to it, so it looks like this. It's sort of blue, as you can see, but it doesn't have any tint to it. It just looks like water, you know, when you put it on, but you look sweaty. You guys know I love a glowy base. I love a glowy skin and everything, but this isn't it. This will only make you sweaty. You know what, when people talk about, oh, you look fresh and you might look a little bit oily or you might look a little bit sweaty and so on. This is pure sweat. This is not gonna look good on anyone, in my personal opinion. I just don't think that this looks good at all. This is just a product that really confused me, and I don't know how to use it. I've tried to use it a couple of times for primers, but I think I'm just gonna bin this. In here I have some single shadows, and I don't even want to show them to you because I'm very embarrassed, but I'm just gonna do it. Here they are. These are some single shadows from Coastal Scents that I did a video on, but keep in mind I did not try any of the foiled shades. I only tried some of the mattes, but I did try the purples and they wasn't good. I'm gonna go ahead and link that video in my description box, but this is just not good at all. And why I'm embarrassed to show this is because I think that I only tried this once. I do remember that I hopped into the reds and I thought that the reds were better, but some of these purple were just pure trash, and I don't care if they are only $1. Like, I don't care about the price at some points. Some people say, well, it's okay because this was only $1. I don't care. I would not want to purchase a shadow for $1 if it's pure trash. I don't want to purchase a shadow for 50 cents if it's gonna be pure trash. Why should I have it? I know that I won't use it if I don't think that it's good. So to me, that just doesn't make any sense. I would rather pay more to get a better shadow. But my goal is for 2019 to use a little bit more of what I have. So I will be dipping into this, but let me know if you would like that. Next up is a product from Makeup Revolution, and this is a palette. This is the Ultra Cool Glow Highlight Palette. When I found this, I was in love because I loved all of these shades. I bought them to use as like inner corner highlights, and the hard pan is unreal. I feel like this always happens with the Makeup Revolution products if they aren't in this sort of packaging. This packaging with like the bake shadows are always good. I love this one. This is one of my all-time favorite blush toppers. But when it comes to this sort of formula, I just don't really recommend it because yeah, it gets hard pan. Like this, I have tried to use the most. I have not tried to use the most, but I have used this the most. This is a green one, and then also this pink one. And they are both getting hard pan that I don't, like, I'm just getting annoyed. I get annoyed. I think it's such a shame because if they have this problem with a lot of their eyeshadow palettes and a lot of their formula in general, and I really wish that they could fix the problem, because I am willing, if this would have been working, like if this wouldn't have gotten hard pan, I would be willing to work with it. It isn't like my favorite formula, but it is a little bit of a stiffer formula, but I'm okay with working at it for the price. But since it gets hard pan and it's just such a pain in the ass to use, I don't want to. So we're gonna hop into the palette that I got a lot of shit for, actually, and I don't get it, because a lot of the times when I do negative reviews about a product, I do it because I don't like them. I don't do it to get views. Well, all of my videos are to get views. I'm not gonna lie about that, of course, but I'm not gonna say that a product is bad just to get some views. That's just not gonna happen. My problem is that sometimes it feels like people want you to lie, so that it would be better of me to like say that, oh my god, this is so good, and then I would lie, but then I wouldn't be a real person here. I wouldn't be honest. So I would much rather get the hate and be honest. Anyway, this is the Revolution Emily, the Edit, the Wants palette. I never remember what this is called, to be honest, but okay. This is a palette that I did a first impression on, I did a review on it, and I did 3 looks 1 palette with it, so you can go ahead and check that out if you want to. My main issue is the inconsistencies. Like now I can see that this has gotten hard pan, this has gotten hard pan, this has like no pigment at all to it. Some of the shadows in this palette are good, I will say, and some of the shadows are workable, but some of the shimmers, like it's so inconsistent. This, for instance, has like no base to it either. Some of like this gold is really nice. This is really good, actually. It's just such an inconsistency that I just didn't enjoy using this. And it took me so much time to do my looks because I was needing to blend and build up the shadows so much that I just didn't enjoy it. So yeah, I had to include it in this video as well. So I'm gonna talk about a product from a brand that is no longer cruelty free. This is just to spread awareness a little bit, but also say my 2 cents on it in case you want to try it and you are not cruelty free. So this is the Plouise base. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. I don't like it. So I bought the shade, let me see here, the shade Rumor 0.5. I did do a test with this where I tried it against the Milani eyeshadow primer, and the Milani eyeshadow primer definitely won. This creases like crazy. The reason why Plouise, by the way, is no longer cruelty free is because of the fact that they are now selling mink lashes, and I don't consider mink lashes to be cruelty free, so that's why I don't support the brand anymore. But then also I didn't like this. This was before they started selling mink lashes, and the thing is that this, if you have hooded eyes, I don't think will work for you because it creases like crazy. I don't have oily lids, I don't have dry lids, I have normal lids. My eyeshadow looks good always, like from morning to night, unless I sleep during the day because I kind of mess up my makeup a little bit then. But that's not the makeup, that's not the base fault or the makeup's fault, but this didn't hold, I'm sorry, this didn't hold up on me, and I had big creasing, I had a lot of problems with my eyeshadow. It just wasn't good at all. I don't recommend this. This is definitely overhyped, and also I see the people who loves this are people that doesn't have hooded eyes. Some people, of course, likes this that has hooded eyes, but for me, it just doesn't work for me. It creases all the way here. Doesn't matter if I'm using mattes, doesn't matter if I'm using shimmers, it just doesn't work. So we all know that I did not enjoy the Meesha Witchcraft palette. I did a first impression on it. I didn't do a first impression on it, but I did a tutorial with it. I did 3 looks 1 palette with it, and I did a review on it. That was probably one of the first reviews I ever did on an indie brand, and I was a little bit uncomfortable, and I think I was a little bit nicer than I should have been. But that's fine. You live, you learn, and you evolve. That's something that I can definitely see myself that I've been doing throughout my experience here on YouTube. I get more comfortable. I am a little bit more critical today than I was before. But here's the funny thing that I wanted to show you. This is my palette, but this is also my palette. So I want to touch on this really quick, that I got tagged in some comments on a person's makeup look. I don't know who the person is. I'm personally not following this person on Instagram and so on, but one of you guys tagged me in one of the posts where a person had used the Meesha Witchcraft palette. The follower or the subscriber, one of you guys that tagged me, said to the person that had uploaded the picture that, have you seen my review and then another girl's review? Mine was negative and hers was positive. And the brand responded saying that the other girl who got her palette in PR, hers was a better quality than mine because I got an old palette. They had seen my critique, they had thought about the critique, and then they had changed the formula a little bit. But here is where the problem is. I actually went to check to see when this person did her review, and she did it probably a week or maybe one day. I don't remember, but she did her videos before me. This means that we got the same palette, but I did not enjoy mine. So we got the same palette and we got the same quality, and since then they have revamped. So what I did was that I contacted Meesha and asked them if they wanted to send me out a new palette, because obviously I did not want to purchase this because I really wanted to compare this palette to their new palette, which is this one. I have not touched this. I just got this in the mail yesterday. Not yesterday when you see this, but I got this in the mail yesterday. I haven't swatched it. I haven't done anything like that. I want to do that after I have photographed it, and I want to see how I feel about it and see if they have changed the formula. I don't know, but I will do a video comparing the two, seeing if it has changed, and of course that's gonna come in 2019. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna talk about this palette anymore because I feel like I'm gonna do that in an upcoming video, and I don't want to bash the palette, but I will link my review, and I will say that this palette wasn't good. Some of the shapes were good, but most of the shades that I really wanted to work did not, and I was really disappointed. Essence Eyeliner Liquid Ink I did not enjoy. First and foremost, I think that the wand is a little bit too long, but I can work with that. I don't have a problem with, if it is an eyeliner like this, I can work with it. I make it work for me and my eyes. I don't have a problem with it at all, but the thing is that it doesn't dry really quick. All of my other eyeliners, when I place them, they dry almost instantly, but this one didn't. And the problem was that when I look and maybe looked up or something, I don't know, I got eyeliner all over my eyeshadow. And you guys know, if you have spent 10 minutes or 15 minutes or an hour on your eyeshadow, you don't want that, because that is basically gonna ruin everything. So this is only because it takes so long to dry that I can't use it for that reason. Morphe High Impact Highlighter is one of the worst highlighters I've ever tried. I've tried this on camera and you guys are like, whoa, it looks fine. The thing is that this has hard pan, and every time I mention this, people are like, but you can get some product up. Yeah, but you know, I have to like really, oh my god, you can see, I have to like really dig into it and ruin the hard pan to get some product up on it. It's just not a good highlight at all. The formula is way too stiff. You have to take a very stiff brush and press it as hard as you can into the actual highlight. And even then, when you apply it, it disrupts your foundation and it just doesn't look good on the skin. So I don't recommend the Morphe highlights, especially not this one anyway. I have the shade Stardust, which is a duochrome. Dose of Colors liquid lipstick I did not enjoy. This is in the shade Sweet and Sassy. This was the first ever liquid lipstick that I purchased from Dose of Colors, and I got so many comments from you guys saying to me that the shade Sweet and Sassy isn't good. And I was like, yeah, okay, I will give the brand another go, just because I know that a lot of people love them and have them like a holy grail. So I actually purchased this set. This was I don't remember which collection this was, but this is the Let's Get Toasty Mini Matte Liquid Lipstick set. You do get 4 liquid lipsticks, and I have tried not all of them, but some of them, 2 of them, and those are so much better. So much better. This is not. This is thick, it cracks, it just doesn't look good on the lips at all. So this one, Sweet and Sassy, I don't recommend, but I have tried the other ones and I have pretty high hopes for them. So I wanted to talk about a product and I kind of debated if I wanted to include it in this video or not. It's necessarily not a bad product, but it's a gimmicky product and I don't think it's worth the money. And it's from FOREO, and I hate including FOREO because I, as a person, loves FOREO's line. I love the brand. I absolutely love the brand, and I do get PR from them. I just want to be clear on that. This is a palette that I got in PR. No, it's not a palette. This is a face mask. This is the FOREO UFO Mini LED Thermo Activated Smart Mask, but I have only tried this once. So it's basically this little device. I'm just gonna take it out. You have to purchase separate masks. So this is what it looks like on front, and this is what it looks like in the back. So basically what you do is that you open this up and then you apply the face mask right here. You do have like a little tissue, you could say, that you place right here, and then you have to connect it to an app on your phone, and then you do this for like 30 seconds or so. The app shows you how long you're supposed to do it, and then it gets hot, so that is pretty sweet. But it's too much for me. Personally, I don't like glow masks and so on, even though I love a glowy face, but I do use like charcoal masks. I do use exfoliating masks, something like that. I don't really use glow products that much for that. So I think that this is too much money to spend on this kind of product, but this wasn't it. This is the 101 Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is a limited edition. This is in the shade Purple Ashes. This looks like I'm dead when I'm wearing this. I tried to use this as a blush because you can see it's too dark for me to use this in highlight, but it has this grayish almost undertone, like a really pink dead gray. I don't really know how to describe it, but it just doesn't look good on my skin. I can't use it, and I feel like I'm looking dead. The other thing that I don't like is one of the Dose of Colors lip gloss. I know that they have the old formula and then they have the new formula. I don't like from the old formula because it had like sand specks in it. So it feels like you have like these gritty bones on your lips. It doesn't look good. It looks good, I'm sorry, but it doesn't feel good. I still use it because I love the shade that I have. I wouldn't repurchase it, and also the lasting time on that is so bad. Literally, you have to apply it maybe every 20 minutes, which I don't think is okay for a... I don't know how much I paid for it, maybe around $15 to $20 or something. 20 minutes, it's not a lot. So I think that if you are on my channel, you probably waited for me to talk about this palette. This is the Nabla Poison Garden palette. First and foremost, this lips doesn't look alike, but that's the case a lot of the times, if I'm gonna be honest. If you haven't seen the palette, it looks like this, and this is just a mess. Just because I talked about this and I didn't like it, I got a lot of critique. I got a lot of people who told me that I was doing it wrong or that I should use an eyeshadow primer, and I was like, yeah, I did. I got so much critique on that, so again, negative reviews will give you a lot of negative people. It's just insane. But yeah, this palette I don't recommend at all. I feel like the shimmers are nice. I don't like the shade Adoration, but the other shimmers are really nice. There's nothing wrong with them. You do have some different formulas and so on, but there's nothing wrong with them. But the mattes are the worst. So you do need to blend the mattes very much, and they don't really blend that well. So I wouldn't recommend this for anyone. I'm so mad. I just have kept this. I have kept this just to talk about in this video, but I am going to declutter this right now. Another product that I tried this year is another product that I don't have anymore. I don't know where I put it, but it's the House of Lashes lash glue. I bought it because a lot of people loves it and so on, but the thing where I find to be like the hardest part is that sometimes it rains here where I live, and sometimes I get it in my eye. And the thing that I found about this was that if it rained and I got it in my eye, it started to irritate my eyes so much. It came to a point when I couldn't even open my eyes. I was outside, I couldn't even look, so I had like Nicholas help me. It was so insane. Ooh, sneak peek. It was so insane. I hated it. And also, when you are going to apply your lashes, what I love about the dual lash glue is that you only get, like, it's so easy to remove, and sometimes this is maybe a little bit disgusting for some people, but I think that if you do use false lashes, you'll know what I mean, and you'll find this so satisfying when you have removed your lashes and you still have a little bit of lash glue left. I love to pick that off. I don't know how to describe it, but it's the most wonderful feeling in the entire world. Oh, I love it. But with the House of Lashes lash glue, I couldn't get it to dissolve with oil or coconut oil or anything like that. So I had to literally rip it off, so that I like ripped off my own lashes as well, which I just don't like. But the last product I am going to talk about are the Sigma liquid lipsticks that I purchased by myself in the Viper collection. So you do have the shade Venom, and then you have the shade Anti-Venom. These are so thick, they create a line, they aren't really drying down. The shades, however, are beautiful. I love these two shades. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful nude, this is a beautiful, beautiful red, and that's why I keep it. You know, I get so many compliments when I'm wearing this red from you guys. You guys say that I look so good in a red lipstick. I do agree. Sorry, I do agree. I think that this is so beautiful. So I haven't decluttered them because I just love the shades too much. I can't explain it, but you know, you have your favorite reds, and I think that this is my all-time favorite red, if I'm gonna be honest, in a liquid lipstick. So that's why I don't want to get rid of it. But I do want to say that I actually tried this one off camera one day because I really wanted to use it, and what I did was that I swirled this around a little bit and then applied it. It wasn't my favorite formula, but it looked alright and it felt alright. So I don't know if it is something with the bottom and you kind of need to like stir it around a little bit. I will have to update you on that, but how they have worked the first few times that I've used them, I've probably used this maybe 3 times and this also maybe 3 or 4 times, and they have just not been good those times. This has been good ones, or okay ones. Whew. That was all of the products that I had to talk about today. It was a lot of products, but I feel like overall I have tried more products that I enjoy than products I don't enjoy, which is a pretty good thing. So yeah, let me know which product you have hated this year. I would love to hear from you guys, but that was all for me today. If you did like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, you are free to thumbs the video down. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!